some of the things that we have overlooked with Vitality over time is that Misuta was a pure rookie. Vitality was his first actual high-profile team. He was still studying high school, for Christ's sake, when he was playing with Vitality. And now, with Kyojin being in, obviously the resources are all focused towards this new guy, and then Misuta stepping up, and he's doing a lot of good job.
Do you want to say he graduated?
But there's something there.
I was way too hyped for that. It's not a...
No, it was okay.
But you know when you know you have a good one coming.
It made sense.
The problem is as well, Complexity, sure, they had a lot of time to practice ever since their Group B finished Vitality even more. They were in Group A, but they didn't know their opponent up until two nights ago. So in that sense, not really a huge amount of time. The bans are no surprises here. We have to see
Mirage,
that.
maybe? Vertigo.
Wow, Complexity coming out completely out of left field with that Vertigo pick, and we'll see if Vitality just sticks with Overpass as predicted. I think that makes the most sense, and yes, they do.
Yeah, it's been a stable map. It's been a go-to now for Vitality on Overpass. They've been having great results. When it comes to Vertigo, it relies heavily on BlameF again. Not going to take that tank comparison anymore ever in my life. But he is
Don't
truly...
tank about it, man.
No, I should not tank. But anyway.
So Vertigo,
really milking that one, aren't we?
Overpass. Oh yeah, we're gonna milk it. Vertigo, Overpass, Mirage to settle it. So we do get down to the normie one there at the end.
So let's see how he opens up this little CT pistol. He's got Shox alongside him, holding this top ramp area. Poison gonna run him down, and Shoxy, well, respond with one. Having a duck out of there, because now he hears all these footsteps coming up the ramp towards him.
Yeah, Poison, he's stuck close to the wall there. Masuta never got the info from the jump spots, not peeking wide enough. And Poison looking to open up on A. It's been all we've seen all throughout the groups for Cole. He will get denied by ZywOo. And Apex moving in, trying to stop that bomb plant. Aztag trapped to the corner. He needs help. Kyojin providing more cover to Vitality. And even though Aztag gets a kill, it's default stick and they won't respect it. Apex is moving back in. ZywOo again providing cover, but the kills are all coming up for Cole. ZywOo in the 1v1. One bullet left, needs the reload, and Flame's running him down. ZywOo, couple more body shots, all to do it, and he goes over the top to close the pistol. This is a full faith buy. You didn't even get the bomb plant. You're going for an AK with a bunch of Eagles here. Cole believing, but got to be careful. Tap Molotov down. They tried to boost over the smoke. Apex is going to get right up in their business.
Yeah, they've been forced to respect ramp, though, and play behind this smoke for now. Poison, he's seen ya, he wants ya, and he's going to tag up ZywOo. Reaggro back in, though, and it's all on the back of Apex's flash. That's S-Tag knocked out of the round. And they're even wanting to get stuck in again. Another flash goes over, this time enabling a short peek. Masuta tearing through them at the top of ramp, and even though Poison gets the better of him, it's still hanging in the balance. In amongst all this chaos, JKS has taken out another. So Kyojin left now as the last man. It's another one of these clutches needed out of the Frenchman. Kyojin going up and over, drops the bomb at ramp. Kyojin knows he has to stick it, and so he goes up. He looks for the fight and locks in that round for Vitality.
It might swing us from there. He looks away, and then he gets hunted by Masuta. Nice little clutch for Kyojin as well, and now they want to get involved once more. Finally denied at the first hurdle. ZywOo dropping into the smoke. It should still be fine for Vitality. It shouldn't get out of control. They've started these rounds a man, or sometimes even many men down, and still managed to dig themselves out. Apex has retrieved more utility. And he started to tap them out. Only pistols. Oh, and Apex is making them look nice and crispy indeed. Oh, gotta give it up eventually. Let Masuta get some eeks, make some money. And so that's a nice clean round out of Vitality on the anti-eco. Cole with a game plan of going A every round right now, and Vitality are always there ready to receive.
And now replenish it with ZywOo dropping another. Apex is still sat on one as well, so they can really, waste a lot of the time off the clock here down at the bottom of ramp.
Oh, chunky grenade. And Vitality, they actually evade. They get out and go home, eventually giving ramp up. Now this is the play for Poison that worked on the pistol round, and it works on the gun round as well. Taking down ZywOo, traded by the FAMAS though. And now Vitality 4-on-4 back to the bomb site. Poison doing what you wanted it to, Harry, and that's a nice grenade for Blame to make things a little bit softer for Cole. 4-on-3. Mollies are going to slow you down, but eventually Complexity will have to commit.
Yeah, Plane collects that kill on the short side, and now this little bonus round is looking to get laid to rest. Complexity with the big guns, and they're hoping to reap the reward. Kyojin, it's a rough spot to be in. Getting a double out of that situation is all well and good. Is it enough for Shox to close out the round now? He's waiting up here on the boost. They don't have utility to clear him. So they're not going to know till they tap that bomb, till they force this peak. And Shox goes up and then over. Sees the guy on the site and finds NATO as well. He clutches it out with the famous Shoxy with the 1v2.
And finally, as Cole start to default a little bit more, Vitality have so much more room. Spawn taken and Cole none the wiser.
Yeah, I thought ZywOo would have to catch wind of this player eventually. Doesn't matter, because this is the mid lurk coming in. Cole are learning that they can't just go 4 behind this ramp smoke and have a guy holding B. That's not going to cut it, because Vitality are going to take this mid control away from you. This really should be the round.
Yeah.
Like, you
can't even save.
In T-spawn, nowhere is safe. You're trapped in between Vitality players.
ZywOo should have the backstab. Now, Shox has moved away from B, giving Blame room, but S-Tag's like, and round is over. ZywOo shoots him in the back of the head, and Blame, even if he gets this trade, it will mean nothing in the grand scheme. 1 on 5, he's taking the first, but 20 seconds, it's a done deal. You know Cole are going to go do something different.
A bomb plant really solidifies that even guys like Blame F will have guns into the next round. Alternatively, he can get a couple of kills and suddenly he's armed, he's well equipped. So this is fine. Bit of action. Ooh. Finally, Blame F decides he's had enough. And actually, they line up for Apex. So yeah, this is what happens when you don't respect the smoke. This is why they're so scared about a ramp.
In the 2 rounds, Blame has had the hero AK. He has been completely timed, right? It was him looking at sandbags off the back of that crane flash, and then he just checked the short smoke that they have been pushing through, and then they get lined up, as you said. All dead now. Vitality have had this when they want it, and they still don't have an ult. They don't want it. They don't need it. Kyojin tasked at B, and he delivers the goods.
Yeah, this is looking a little brutal right about now. Poison has been spotted and spammed out, playing over that one-way smoke. And so already this round is maybe reaching a conclusion, and not one that Complexity fans are going to enjoy. S-Tag and NATO back here in T-spawn.
Shoxy, patient as ever. NATO's coming his way. He looks the wrong way. NATO jumps up, and Shox has not got the drop. It's NATO with the entry. Now the util can fly in. Now Cole alert their attack.
Yeah, with Kyojin low from past battles, you know, he could be an enticing little opener into the site. Flash is dodged, but the kills still come through for the low HP Kyojin. He gets 4 in the round to put Vitality up onto 7-0. And here, you might be looking at this saying, Complexity, they're playing scared. Why aren't they just, you know, taking some of the gunfights they normally win? Well, it's like, have you seen what happened to them in the other 7 rounds where they were trying to be more confident? Ooh, it's been ugly. So thus far, it kind of feels like it's giving almost Vitality more margin for error, like that round where ZywOo's able to escape, right? Normally, they would have been hounding you down there. They would have been chasing that frag down, but they are worried that with every fight they take, it's going to be another one of these setups from the Vitality crew. This time, they get a bomb plant, and they get themselves a 5-on-4, which is fine, you know?
It's only pistols. It was never meant to be a 1 round, but they're just happy ZywOo escaped and gave them a sight for a change. Bomb plant gives you room. It gives you options, but S-Tag's been tagged, and that will have been hurt by Kyojin. No doubt about it. Vitality are ready for this close left position as they set up flashes for the retake.
Oh, NATO swinging wide. They clear out S-Tag. Time is ticking away, but not gonna happen today. Vitality grab 8-0.
Guess who's there? Cole with a vengeance.
Yeah, finally. Oh, no, I was going to say finally they want to go through. And this time, they decide to respect it late. Blame went all the way through the first smoke into the, like, the corridor smokes, and then runs back and goes, all right, boys, no, I'm not going to face. I should play 5. Oh, NATO's dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. Apex is absolutely manhandling them right now.
This is a playoffs tier Vitality.
Yeah,
this ain't
man.
just 4-1 in the group. This is playoffs. And Cole, too hot to handle. Everyone's falling off the rooftop right now. S-Tag.
This is a Vitality that are trying to send the message to everyone. Like, we're here to win, okay? We're here to take names. S-Tag all alone, and he's going to get double swung. Of course he is. It's been your whole damn life so far.
heads up Vitality.
I like the change from Calder. We haven't really seen too much effort to take this mid control. Oh, that's a little ugly. They're a tiny bit wide on the angle, and so Masuta, oh my god, it's all going wrong. Kyojin's 13-3 as well, he's feeling it.
Yeah.
This B aggro has been relentless. The bomb is now dropped outside of B. Blame F. I don't even know what he's thinking at this point in time.
And be hiding out in the shadows there. Kyojin's aware, and he's going to have a look, but Blame finally went to fight back for Cole. Oh, no more than one, though. Apex going to trade, and there's 2 more CTs who are ready to drop in right together. ZywOo closes everyone in the right place thanks to that bomb drop for Kyojin. And yeah, you mentioned his score, 13-4. He is having a ball right now, 10-0. What happened to it?
You can imagine. It was a goat with Raptors. NATO does a good job of demonstrating it there. And Kyojin, here he is, lighting them up. Kyojin time, baby, USP. Oh, shocks.
Yoink.
You son of a gun. Steals it away. No ace today. Just S-Tag left, coming in late on a mid-lurk. And, well, he's probably going to face the same fate as the rest of his crew.
With a pistol next thing you know, you're believing again, but those are big ifs and not when. ZywOo is behind you.
Crikey!
It's a pantomime.
Oh my god! Oh, baby, there he is. ZywOo realizes, well, hang on a moment. Hang on a moment.
Where's he got to?
Where's Blame F got to then? And he's found it. And now they've got this 5-on-4 once more. Tired of respecting smokes, Blame thought he'd caught a lucky break, but in the end, it was just teeing ZywOo up for even more. Little double from him over at ramp. Now, he does get traded after that, so finally Col have got this ramp control. They don't have the smokes to throw and execute, though. They've only got Molotovs and flashes, so there's no smoke pool. Instead, they're just going to run in dry, and this is going to leave a bit of a shooting gallery open of Vitality. Apex almost can't believe that there isn't a smoke in his way. And now he's waiting with this little pop flash, going to rain in through the top of CT. Plant coming in, Molly try and make JKS uncomfortable, and it has, forcing the swing out of him and leaving it all on S-Tag. Dead to Kyojin, who is having a game of life right now. Another multi-kill out of the guy. ZywOo gets all the info, and this is where the mid players have got to shine. What do they want to do? They're just going to both fall back. No one committing to this ramp round, because you're getting dealt a fast A play. S-Tag with the opener. This is one of the first 5-on-4s that Complexity have had. You're hoping that this can be how they find their round. The kills are going either which way, and finally, Complexity might be onto something. It's NATO to close.
Leading away, it's only ZywOo. Gonna get flashed into play, and this could be a good one. No one's looking, and ZywOo traded. NATO keeps things even, and Blame up on the bomb site finds Masuta. Only just gets out of dodge. Vitality still throwing themselves into the round, and it might fall apart at the seams. Lots of damage done. Someone needs to capitalize.
Yeah, Kyojin's getting mollied, getting naded out of the round. Shoxy's flank has now got to do it all. He's got it down to a 1v2.
You just don't know about it. It's like the Harry Potter wand, you know? It finds you, Shocks, 1v2. There's the D headshot, and now they know which side he's coming from. Blame dead, and JKS just one shot from death. Shocks drops the smoke, and he might even be able to stick it. Quick tap, forces the shot. He's got all the info in the world, and JKS holds off. Shocks another, and tagged again, but it doesn't matter. There is no time. The kill comes in. I think it's a Cole round. NT for Shocks, but that long rotate. Oh, Masuta, mid-info. He's setting up Shocks, though. He's just trying to get their attention drawn to his side of mid, and S-Tag creeps into the angle. Shocks, missed shot. Now they're getting closer. Molly doesn't give him a lot of room to work with, and Apex has been smoked off, too. Good util for Cole, but flash through, and Apex, it could have been a double, but instead is nothing. Now Cole walked the A-smoke right as Vitality peel away. ZywOo goes back to check mid.
Mid players looking to regroup. They might not even be needed with all the progress that Cole are making up into this site. Shoxy brushed aside by NATO Sapphix, and now Kyojin in a 1-on-5 while he's given us some great moments here. Sutton tells me this one might be a little too far gone. He's going to set himself up back in CT. He's been spotted now, and there's NATO to put 3 on the board for Complexity. It's not a lot. It's not enough. Vitality, are they going to give you any room? Are they going to give you any chance at a comeback here? It's 3 up through ramp early, but that bomb and Apex waiting outside of the B bomb site. This is the Hugo Byron special right here.
Yeah, they've even faked it out with a smoke from Spawn that landed on the bomb site. That wasn't thrown from ramp. That really sells this hard, and everyone's left B. That gives a lot of room. However, NATO doubles up in A. Masuta, the longer he lives, the better it is, and he gets out with 30 health. Bomb planted, but really, as good as it can get, Cole should be winning this round.
Apex with a flash. It's got to be a damn good flash at that. ZywOo up close, and him and Apex will get a couple of kills each. Apex dancing around, and he's made this possible with the dink. Flank coming in for Masuta, and this was meant to be a complexity round, but now it's just Poison left. He's sandwiched between two enemies, a rock and a hard place for Poison, and Masuta just will not give him this mid-fight. Smoke on the bomb, that's his only chance now. He's sticking it, deals with the first man, but out of time, out of chances. Masuta gonna seal the deal, and with Vitality winning that, they're looking to put Vertigo to bed very, very quickly.
Cole love to do these saves, right, where they keep 5 alive and they get rid of the Deagle, and they save Deagle still next. But Vitality, I love this play. They're not planting. They don't want to warn Cole. They walk all the way through spawn, and Masuta is still on A to kill these saving players. Cole wanted to run this force by round twice in a row. They're not going to be allowed to if Masuta was to get away with that.
Really not uncommon to see them just stack 5 players in a bomb site. Tigris come out from HLTV with a tweet saying that a 10-0 CT side in the 38 times it's ever happened has always resulted in a win for the team that was up 10-0. So...
Yeah, not for the team 0-10.
No, unsurprising. So it feels like, you know, that stat is going to be kept in good order, at least.
History gets made. It's a win-win, really.
Yeah, either we're here when history was made or we're here when history continues. And boy, are they both cool.
Force forward by the Molotov. Oh, they line up! And a bit of team damage done. You had to take that shot. You had to shoot through your teammate if you're ZywOo, but that just gives S-Tag even more room. 3 kills. And then desperately good shot for Shoxy. One more man at the A site. And the late rotate of JKS. Life of a B player has pushed through and needs to have Poison stay alive if he wants to have any room to get this flank going. Vitality stalling gives more time for JKS, and here he comes as the smokes go down. Poison. Oh, they're out short, just dodging death, going back for a little bit more, but Vitality can get the planting right about now. It's all on JKS, the round in the palm of his hands. Oh.
Yeah, they've dealt with the first man, but now JKS had retrieved an AK, was hoping that could have been his golden ticket, but instead he's denied entry at the door by Shoxy.
He's got it towards B, good timing on his peak as well, but it's actually JKS to steal the kill. Lets him rotate, leave Poison there with the AWP as JKS goes back to check mid. Coles still have ramp. They're doing exactly what Vitality did to them, but Vitality have a different answer. Flash through, forces some respect. The Molly already pushed past it, mate. And Vitality are up the top ramp. Oh, good trade as well. More players at short reaggressing though. Good timing for Cole. Vitality have yet to clear this. They've got Molotovs though.
Oh yeah, that Molly is trapped, BlameF. He has no choice but to fight, and luckily enough, he's able to win them all out. Apex will get the trade, but now finds himself in a 1-on-3.
Have yet to really see him AWPing in this map. Shox had it on the CT side. Boost up, being held. Blame can't see them. Even when you're aware of what Vitality is doing, that smoke is more favorable for the T's. They're doing it for a reason. Poison going to move in at the right time, flashing JKS. This is a perfect play, but they're up in front of it. Good shot for Poison. JKS now attacks from the sidelines and mows down 2, dropping the bomb in the site as well. 5-on-2, Shox up close. Attention drawn by Apex, but he's dead as well. And it's all said and done for this round, unless Shox can do the undoable.
Yeah, spammed out, and it's 6 on the board for Complexity. I think it was that Sinners matchup, if I'm not mistaken, where they seemingly had a set of nades specifically for JKS on that B side. Ooh, that's a nice little spray out of BlameF. And the Glock round has been laid to rest nice and quickly. And with this double setup in mid, it's nasty, it's naughty. And, well, there's the mow down secured. S-Tag gonna nail them both.
Flash, they run through the smoke. Blame has to give it up. It's all a bit of a bait for NATO. They see him. Oh, poking out behind the sandbags. Now they know there's no Molotov, no nade. They're going to have to clean it manual mode, and Masuta will, checking the back of the site. 5-on-4. They don't know how many players of Vitality are even here. They've got to leave JKS at B out of fear and fear alone. And the re-aggression, Vitality are ready for it this time. Or are they?
Yeah, the swings at short always get a little bit awkward, right? Very narrow, and so everyone's getting stuck on each other there, and it leads to Kyojin. Only one down, and they try to don't spot the player close, but ZywOo will land that little flick, and JKS is once again left in one of these clutches. Life of a B player. And so Vitality can just play time. They don't have to peek this. Shox and ZywOo as well are two of the best clutches in the game. This is a really rough spot for JKS. He taps the bomb. There's the peek. Double swung from short. And Vitality lock in Complexity's map pick.
I guess we have to start a conversation with the first few clutches that open up that game. You have 3, I believe, 1 V2s being won by Vitality. Propulsdame puts them in that very dominant position, right? And that's the problem for Complexity. Is there a world in which they can beat Vitality? Probably, maybe, but you need stars to align. You need to win these rounds. You need to have some sort of momentum, have the money on them. If you're going to lose these clutch, let Vitality go. That's it. You have nowhere to fight.
Yeah, you need to take advantage of the opportunities that come your way, really. And they lost those 3 2v1 clutches early on. Vitality got to a 4-0 start, got a little bit of a buffer. That's when they started with their aggressive plays, really, you know, and they were just dismantling Complexity. They couldn't even start the round, you know. Vitality was in T-spawn.
Yeah.
They're doing good as well. They just farmed Complexity back on Vertigo, and so now we get to their map pick. Let's see how things are looking. Already a nice start for JKS and Blame F as this boost is used to put a stop to the short water control. And now for Kyojin and Apex left in this in a 2-on-4. The odds heavily stacked against them. It should be a round for Complexity.
Blame trying to get involved in middle, gets the flash nade combo off and gets out without a graze.
While this is now happening, long control is going to be attempted. Are they ready for poisons? Good for the first, and on the swing, drops out everyone on the long side. As you look for this trade, this is where you uncover just how many players were waiting in the toilets. So wonderful little...
The fact that Vitality ran away with that 10-0, 12-0 lead back on the previous map just made us feel like this game was never going to go any other way. Well, with Cole starting with the same momentum, the same dominance, at least in the first 3 rounds, that's got to feel a little bit better, a weight off of your shoulders. Now, these rounds can still get hairy, Harry, as a 2v3 ensues. Vitality grab the bomb and they evade.
Oh. Shox trying to clear short. Now, he should be ready for a player close right, but will he be ready for someone up on the railings? I don't think so. S-Tag able to remove the con component of this B play. Now, ZywOo will get into the B site. He's going to hit a weird timing onto S-Tag at short, but just looking away.
In towards B they go. Vitality looking to start strong, flex their muscles.
Poison's here, though. That could be a lineup. It's a lot of damage, and he even gets back onto Pillar. Now dancing around with this orb. There's a second out of Poison, and it's AWP. And with the earlier tag onto ZywOo raining in extra damage, these players really are softened up for Vitality. He's still got the AWP. Can he tango with the best of them? Complexity moving in. Low on HP, even 1 would be good. Apex now left in this 1v2 clutch, hidden over at Monster. Smoke on the bomb. He's got to swing wide if he wants to put a stop to this. And there's the short peek getting rid of him.
He does grab the shot. Poison, that's a bit obscene. Going back for another. Oh, the jump. All it's going to do is delay the inevitable, though. Apex will eventually fall. And now Shox doesn't expect a Monster repeat. He's found a bit of a timing. If he went there, he would have found players with their back turned. He still can. He still might.
Now that he's smoked off, he's going to have to decide, well, do I want to hang around or do I want to go through it? He's waiting for a flash, but they turn away and they mow down this Monster push.
5 alive, the double orb continues, and Masuta has to save his AK.
Apex with a tag, but not quite the kill, and ZywOo dead down in con. As you try to trade that, as you're tempted in by the presence of this con player, that's where the little 1-2 punch of the orb and AK hit you. Oh, Kyojin will dig out that AWP, but there's still a second man here. There's still NATO Sapphics to worry about. A-Site only has poison in it right now. If you ever wanted to look at a silver lining, it's that. But even if you get this kill, even if you get in, you... Oh my God! All right, Masuta. But as I was saying, even if you get this, you don't know where everyone else is. You're worried about your backline. You're worried about the front. You're going to try and plant in the smoke. JKS can't find him through it. No. But there's that rotation up through Dumpster that will. And so it maintains this flawless 6-0 scoreline for Complexity.
He's got to do what he does best and set Vitality up for success.
Poison and Blame are looking to fight you in mid. They peek ahead. Oh, Poison catches that Molotov, and NATO down in Con, he needs a flash to set him up for peaks. Timing's everything here, and there's the flashbang. NATO, Sapphics has them lined up on a platter. Trapped in the connector, but still looking to fight. Will eventually concede some ground, give something over, and with Poison dead on short, it's opened up this 3-on-3. Look at the path that Shox has crafted all the way through long now. And so they're going to be waiting around in middle for a long time, but the kills might come to ZywOo. There he is, patient for that lurking player. This all comes off the information that Shox has gained over in A.
Yeah. That makes you so mad if you're S-tagged there. You're like, why is he still, there's 20 seconds left, he's still in middle, and there's another. ZywOo doubles up. You thought NATO had done enough in mid. Not anything of the sort. Shox with the information game to give ZywOo the double kill, and JKS didn't even know that they had that position gained already. Shox has been there.
And so they're looking to make these mid-fights happen again. Poison, dry peeked by Kyojin. That's a guaranteed kill for an AWP sat up in party, and they were never ready for the 1-2 punch of Blame F there as well.
You know, on Vertigo, it felt like inevitable that they were going to close that map. Here on the second, Cole coming with a new face. So Vitality are losing all their 1v1s right now, and that is giving Cole such a great route back to a win here. NATO considers nading the door, doesn't want to put himself in hot water. They're right beside. Will eventually come through.
And I think Vitality know that. They're not even really keen to move in here. Flash is going to go over, but Shox could just die to the short peak. ZywOo attempting to gain real estate out through Monster, dies with the bomb. And now Shox is going to get followed up onto as well. It's 7-1 for Complexity. So that's going to give you a little bit more room here if you're Vitality. You finally have this connector control that has been stifling you in rounds gone by. Are they going to be able to find anything with it, though? Because you're still going to get past this mid-hole to Blame F and Poison, and they are anything but forgiving, shutting down the first two that rear their head. Vitality left looking for trades that just aren't presenting themselves and aren't in safe locations to go and get.
Oh, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Good flash. Poison dodges it, though. Won't hang around and try and take a blind shot. Instead, he relies on the flick that he will hit, and Blame capitalizes upon it. It's only ZywOo. Ito was, 10-0 in the first few rounds. I remember he was just running connector rounds on the T side.
Like, nothing could go wrong. Even when you were taking peaks that I think Vitality would admit were overzealous a lot of the time, you would still be reaping the reward from it. It felt like everything you did was working as best it could. Whereas now, you can't win a 1v1 to save your life. You can't do anything. And so something needs to change for Vitality, and it's got to change quick. ZywOo's AWP looking to be that wind of change for Vitality has opened up into the A-bomb site. The rest of the gang hoping now to follow through. Masuta's Deagle has allowed for the bomb plant to come in, and now you're set up in a 4-on-3 post plant out in the open. Poison stripped the first man from the ranks, but he's surely dead to Apex.
And neither is JKS actually going down to save S-Tag. What's his plan? Is he going to try and sneak in at the end? They're running away now. He wants a couple of exit kills and backstabs, perhaps, and S-Tag doubles up. That's massive. Even if he dies here, those are huge kills for S-Tag. They can afford to lose a rifle here. Vitality, not quite as fortunate. Now, they do win an eco, and so Cole will re-roll the dice with another rifle round. Orbs are plenty. ZywOo heading short fast, leading with the AWP. The spam is in, and it's delicious. That's 2 rounds in a row. ZywOo's been put down to 30. Last round, he went here, and he got naded really hard.
Yeah, 5-on-3 up in A. Poison here with his AWP, and it's been a fantastic AWP to get to watch. Let's see what he can do. As now he's got to rise above it all again. First man in, first man down. Shoxy hits the deck. Blame F and Poison going on a tear, and there's Blame to close it. Waiting over here in Con. He would have heard the drop down, so he knows they're taking middle. He doesn't have support. He's here alone. And that kill is untradeable. Finally, this little dynamic duo of BlameF and Poison that have been so good at trading one another out if one of them does fall, well, you've finally gotten past it. We'll take the gamble. We'll rotate up. So right now, this B defense is all hinging on how much S-Tag can get away with. Apex cleared it, but had already decided mentally that no one was there. He looked and then looked away. And now JKS is back in position in time. Molly it short, denies the push. Poison catches ZywOo, trying to rotate back up to A. Now he can hear everyone else. Oh my God, a lot of bodies there. Too many for the AWP to deal with. This A bomb site defense now relies on NATO Suffix being able to hold the line. He's pushed up at long. Vitality might not be ready for that. JKS draws the attention in, drops the bomb as well, and that's all NATO's playing for, baby. That's the round for Complexity, with NATO Suffix cleaning house.
He's the early warning system. Yes, he dies, but then JKS throws himself to the wolves just to let NATO win the round. It's not about the kills, it's about the closer. And NATO drops the bomb with seconds to spare, 10-2. And Cole are just all over the board. Now they're starting to take more fights. Peeking down middle with the Org, it's Blame, Poison on Party, but they're already up past him. And does Blame know this fact? It doesn't look like it. Timing has been grabbed by ZywOo, but Blame turns on a dime and delivers the goods. 5-on-2. And this D ground is as close as it gets to closed up. Poison, he wants more, and he should have it.
Oh, Masuta.
Bye-bye. And is there any undoing this scoreline?
Oh,
even that,
yeah.
how do you not get punished? Like, you get away scot-free.
Well, they're trying to do something about this B aggression that they must have pieced together is coming through. They're holding on for it. Oh, ZywOo with the opener, and now he's out of there again. He gets the AWP off of B.
You don't know about long. Your late long player is only coming in now. Shox is going to give that info, though. Now you know about at least one. And so Apex doubles up with a spray transfer. That's so unlucky that they peek deep long right as Shox gets there. Without that info, you know, I don't think Vitality are quite as aware just what's going on. And that might force a save. Finally, the money, it's not a worry for Cole, but if you want to have everything, you need these guns. And Vitality know that just as well as you do. Should be allowed from this point on.
So you've finally been able to break this streak. You're hoping this is where you can chain 2 rounds together to close out the half. And so you found your little momentum break. But was it just 1 round of respite before the dominance was set to continue? Gonna have this nade stack onto the boost. Woo! But the opener is actually Shoxy, spamming the smoke, dealing with JKS on the other side.
Oh no, he moves out. Good timing though, that's the bomb. That's all the info in the world. Yes, Poison dies, but that 1-for-1 allows you to stack A if you want. Cole are not convinced. They realize Vitality are gonna make a move back down connector, and S-Tag takes Apex with him. Still Vitality look to group down a B, and so Cole keep 2 here. This is still the perfect read. We said Cole have had every right play in the book, and this is no exception. Flash over, they don't know Shox is deep. S-Tag swings it though, and with a flash from NATO, takes out another. NATO's here to draw him in, and S-Tag's ready to knock him down. ZywOo will trade, and it's a 1v1 for the half between AWPers.
Oh, Blame's seen him. ZywOo, 15 seconds. He needs to get this bomb down or the kill. He's looking for the latter, but Blame won't give it over. Eventually just having to tap in these numbers. Blame fakes the run-up. On the angle is ZywOo, and there's 4 to close it out for Vitality. But is that going to be enough? Vitality apparently no exception to that rule. Double nades onto Masuta. That sucks for him. He's just trying to jump peek for the info outside of B.
And they might not respect that smoke. Why bother? Masuta blind, great flashbang. JKS gets the entry. He was only 10 health anyway after the nades. Apex has to give up A and wait for Shox to stab him in the back. But, oh, that's a light-out shot. ZywOo does the same through the smoke. And Shox is doubling back to long. The position he just gave up, there's no picks open to him and not to anyone. In fact, Poison doubles before Shox eventually gets his revenge, and it's bittersweet. 1v3. Seemingly undoable, even for Shox.
Oh, yeah, he's certainly trying to give them a run for their money. But they just won't fight him. That's his problem right now. They won't fight him till they want to, till they have to. And NATO Sapphix swinging at the end. It's just a pop flash through for Complexity. It's really all they can do. If you wait for that smoke to fade, you've got a matter. Vitality are rotating away. Vitality are going A, and it's only Kyojin left on the B site. Oh no, it goes quiet for so long that they start to doubt themselves. They start to doubt the stack. And they up and leave in the final 20 seconds.
15 seconds on the clock when that flash came through Monster. There was no room for error.
I really didn't expect this. You know, even if you were looking at Complexity going, yeah, they can win overpass, they've done it before. I don't think you were imagining them picking it up this dominantly.
So these 8-legged creepy crawlies walking up into the A-bomb site right now. Flame F making money. And, well, we'll split the check with NATO. It's only Kyojin's USP. And this is past the port of call. 14-4. So many similarities in this and that Vertigo game. For the other team, oh my goodness, he has swapped sides with Poison. They look aware. Zywoo going to check it out. But, oh, he saw the back. Zywoo definitely saw the back. Now Shox is looking in the smoke. And he's got the kill as well. 5-on-4. Vitality now know that was just one man alone. Where's the rest of the hit?
Oh, well, they piece it together now. Kyojin wide swings Monster and gives up that opening B pick. Masuuta's got to hold the line. The nade from Apex is good. And Masuuta's spray deals with the majority of these cold players. It's not cold players, that's COL. Just NATO Sapphix now. Yeah, but he's on a timer because of this toilet smoke eventually. He's got to think about conceding this. He does have Shox nearby to help out, and so striking the first man from the tally, Zywoo will now fall back, hoping that this baits them into Shoxy and this little double toilet setup. That was also the bomb spotted. That's why we're going to see this rotation out of Masuuta up into the site. Shox swings ahead of the flashes and is good for a double, dropping the bomb. Shoxy on a tear, triple in the toilets, and a 6th on the board for Vitality.
Flash over the top and tries to take middle. Sees nothing. He's going to be calling to his team now. Watch out on that B bomb side, boys. Watch out on that boost spot as well. Cole going to do this till he gets him a kill. And so I don't think we'll ever see Vitality be going for those early round boosts. Play through Monster with just pistols. Flash dodge, Kyojin. He needs some warm-up kills here, but it's only good for one after the Deagle bites back. And Masuut is under attack. Luckily, Apex keeps it clean. That is massive information, but a missed shot up close. NATO, dead man in the middle of mid. On the stairwell, he's going to lay there for the rest of the round. And the rest of Vitality, who are doubled up on long, push to try and flank. They actually decide against it, going back. Oh dear, Apex needs something, anything in this B-bomb site, being sprayed right now, and he can't live, nor can he get a kill. 4-on-4. Zywoo trying to stall the plant out, could buy time. The nade as well is a big one. They move off the bomb in just the last second before it connects, and now the flank is set up on short.
Yeah, they've also taken deep CT, so these short players have got to alleviate some of the pressure, but instead, it feels like they're making matters worse if it needs to. I mean, there's still 40 seconds here, and thus far, Vitality have been keen to fight you. With Zywoo winning that fight over Poison, now the pressure is back on these site players to try and get that bomb planted, and they start to realize just how deep this hole goes. And the fake gives the info over that this is a B play. The flash is brilliant from Zywoo.
Awkward flashes in middle. Apex, though, takes the space that Zywoo couldn't. Zywoo now sees them, and that's everything for Apex. He was just about to up and leave, and now he knows they're coming his way.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Zywoo's dead in middle. Choosing to hang around, choosing to fight that. And now Shox.
Oh no,
he
not
can't
to pistols.
Hold on either. This might be the eco round victory for Complexity. They partial bought in this one, and Kyojin left to try and make a difference.
4 to keep the map alive, and it's going to fall by the wayside. Both players dead to JKS, and everyone taking fight.
And every single one of them ruined their opportunity. This aggression outside of B is caught by S-Tag, and so this might be the beginning of the end for Vitality here on Overpass.
Zywoo gone. Shox's AWP now needs to be strong, and he'll find JKS, but Molly's down. Don't give him a lot of room to move. Headshot to blame, but Cole are not deterred.
Yeah, missed shot for ZywOo, and he's tagged low in the process. They're getting closer. Apex will hold the line for now, and ZywOo wins his long fight. S-Tag throwing into this clutch attempt, but he needs a plant and spammed out through the smoke. It was only a matter of time. ZywOo waiting up here. Boosted angle at long. He's got Shox alongside him as well. Missed shot for ZywOo means Shox's MP9 has got to stand and deliver. Only good for the first. The AWP knocked out, and ZywOo's going to get out of there while he can with the 4-on-3. They need to be ready for someone up close on short. They're not considering. JKS gets the first.
How?
Missed shots from Apex has meant that JKS is still a threat, still applying pressure. He's looking for the trade, but JKS takes Apex out of the round, and that's the A-bomb site wide open now.
There's a kit available for the retake, but Masuta's making noise, hoping Kyojin can find something coming up through this smoke. It's gone down again. Re-smoke cut out. And as more time goes on and Cold don't see a flank, they start to consider that everyone's here just waiting behind this utility. There's the jiggle, and there's the shot from NATO's AWP. It's now all on Kyojin, bottom of the server. And he's not going to get lifted up here and now. JKS closes it out. 3 kills in the round from him, and massive impact to find Cold and close it. It was a little bit scrappy, but they get it over the line. They lock in the map pick of Vitality, breaking that 6-winning streak. And now we go to Mirage.
They definitely did trace, and you know, I didn't give them 0%. I said 10% chance. This was that 10% coming through, really. And why? The main reason for me is Poison.
Yes.
Definitely had an amazing game. Yeah. I think also watching him perform like this on Overpass, you're really wondering why Complexity didn't pick Dust, because that was his best map during groups, right? You know, just let maybe the star players give them the maps that they're most comfortable on. Maybe they can carry you in this sort of a weird situation where you're playing with a stand-in.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful from Poison, and that much more impressive that it doesn't ever happen too often, right? That's the thing with Poison. But when it happens, then we can have a taste of how he can take over a game. And he was punishing Vitality every single time the Frenchmen were trying to be maybe bypassing a flash or a smoke or a shoulder peek. Then Poison would be here to punish them. And just as a whole, you know, the CT game plan for Complexity was working. They were taking map control, they were taking space, they were being annoying for Vitality. But that's a prop, I mean.
And now we head to the Grand Decider, the place where the playing field is equal. S-Tag and Blame dead in lower tunnels to Shoxy, and we hit the ground running here to open up Mirage. Ooh, he's trying to get it back under control, and ZywOo will come in with one. JKS left trapped in the sandwich, and he's pincered by CT and Ramp. He is a dead man. Shoxy makes it happen.
It's that, or it's the reverse sweep. Cole forced up. Nothing new here. More than experienced on this Mirage. But not going to be able to put a stop to that one. Blame and Poison, however, fire off a little bit. Poison, they're up close, mate. Careful. Those scopes won't connect. And it's the double jump for Masuta to get that kill and keep things under wraps for Vitality. Still got smoke down at CT that NATO's going through. S-Tag cut off the catwalk, and NATO can't muscle through the MAC-10. Open plant, or sorry, closed plant again for CT, but Vitality have all the real estate in the world.
Apex would have never given him the fight from Palace, so it would have all hinged on, you know, tapping the bomb, forcing a fight. Instead, Blame F falls, and Vitality find that conversion after all.
Apex trying to take that cross shot. Little grenade to soften up Complexity, but this is never supposed to be a round that gets out of control for Vitality. Only pistols, no armor on the most part.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're just hedging your bets, right? You're just hoping that by leaning in towards this A site, Vitality come to you, and they do. But
just not being given anything. As soon as Shox sees you, he's going to have you dead. Dink, and doesn't matter. Shox takes everyone. S-Tag could be dropping nades here to try and help out those A players as Concrawl's coming in. Doesn't matter, he just gets domed, doesn't he? ZywOo's found one out on that A side in the AWP. It's got to do something, everything. In fact, jumping up is audacious as Kyojin comes through the Palace smoke, and 3-on-2 to the favor of the French. Masuta heard that drop, he knows what's up. And Blame trying to climb into the window once again. Woodwork, tippity-tappity, and Masuta hears everything. Big ears in middle right now. NATO full flash, here they come, and he's barely recovered from the blind before the shot comes through. And in the group stage as well, for many of these teams, 4 spies are prevalent. So that's, you know, Yeah, nature is healing. CS is returning to normality. But for how long, as Vitality look to give us a nice quick 5-0 in this round? It's all on the next buy for Cole, right? Put a stop to these aggressive tees. Try and dampen their confidence. Because right now it's flowing.
Oh. Yeah, you know, it was a bit of a mixed bag on the day, but
3 up in the Palace with the bomb. Vitality really trying to sell this double fake. They throw nades A, they show B, and they go back to that A site. All it's done is draw Poison back, but that smoke's about to fade. And his sight liner begins to open, trading onto Masuta, and he catches ZywOo down the ladder. Poison, that's more like it, buddy.
he's got to pull a bit of a fakie of his own and come up clutch in the 1v4. Poison there to close. 4 in the round for the guy, and the AWP comes out. Poison scoped up on Palace once again. This time only Apex there. ZywOo is instead working this ramp control, and Poison bests him. Even with the flash obscuring his vision, he's still good to deliver that opener onto ZywOo, no less. They will deal with a player over here on short and follow up onto Poison in the connector. Now, this kind of spreads your forces thinly if you're Vitality. You've got a mixed bag of results so far, but Apex is spicing things up in at this A bomb site, dropping onto JKS and now getting out of there. And they're going to go looking for this kill.
What? Hello?
Yep, there it is.
Shox had his knife out.
Exactly
Firstly,
as planned.
why did Shox have his knife out? Secondly, how does NATO not hear that? Everything goes up in the air. Shox gets time to pull out the primary. The nade could be good if only the plants was low. Apex is now. But it's Shox standing on 20 health, and that's enough. I won that? Okay. That was almost very awkward with NATO, you know, a few seconds earlier to T-spawn, and he might kill Apex with the bomb there, and the entire round is up in the air instead. And the aggro has been ascertained. Shox bringing the pain and takes down JKS. He knows there's more to be found close on the ramp, so that flash play does nothing with the Molotov down. Vitality up and lead.
Oh. Safix can really defy the odds here over in the apartments. For a moment, you thought he was going to go unchecked, but Kyojin jumps up, gets the info, locks in the round on the back of it. Can they get out of here with this M4? Apex dead, Poison doubling up, doesn't even have armor behind this.
Yeah, another sad round for Poison, right? It comes in with big impact. It was the AWP finding picks earlier and still falling on dead ears, and this one's no exception. A couple of kills taken to the grave.
Might even feel enticed to start to shuffle this setup around.
What?
No!
How?
Masuta was never ready for that, but only the dink from BlameF gives him that fraction of a second to adjust back. Poison now at triple, tries to get out of there, but ZywOo's going to find him. JKS has got to come up top trumps here. Masuta has him trapped, and Shoxy's going to trade the kill. Just wasting enough time to get Shox in position, so that was never more than a one and done for JKS.
Nothing is safe, nothing is sacred. And even a win here is no guarantee to a run in the playoffs. Oh my goodness, Shox, leave him alone. 3-on-1, NATO will save the Shox. He is not taking prisoners.
And is looking for this opener. Now it's a nasty 1-2 setup, right? Even if he's ready for Poison at bench, even if he somehow finds the AWP, you hope that NATO can trade this out. The timing gets a little weird. NATO Safix's going to swing now and puts his shot in his back. So now with the B play not working, not selling this ruse. And in fact, Cole are even rotating Poison over to A. They know what's happening. They know what's up. ZywOo with one. It's tried to get them in, but it's not really pried this bomb site too wide. Kyojin on the bomb might just get peeked from CT, especially as Apex is juggling nades around. Kyojin's going to try and cross, but is he ready for the close player? No, JKS beats him.
Vitality flashed out, won't commit themselves. It's only Kyojin, and he should be dead. There's a nice shot out of Poison. He's full of them today and already starting to lean a third to B. Cole, they're starting to read. They're starting to understand what Vitality are up to.
Oh, NATO just saw a couple of boys there on that jump up. Mollied at the truck, but he'll extinguish it. And so now Vitality, you know, this is almost like a bit of a mind game between them and NATO. Oh, Apex, hey, buddy. Trying to come in on this short wrap, and he's done it at a pretty alarming pace. They should hear this, but NATO, caught looking in the apartments, is blindsided. Apex could be on to a second. JKS isn't even looking. And so Apex has opened up the B play. Oh, the timing on that nade pull. Shox will trade it out at least, and it's the double AWPs left up in this retake. They used the nade as a smoke, but even then, ZywOo's found through the lip of the boxes. And Shoxy's got to come up clutch. Bomb plant going in. Shox, as we say, double AWP to go up against. It's a weird one. Shoxy waiting for a shadow, waiting for the face. No one's moving now, and Poison will swing out and seal the deal. Complexity, they claim a third.
When we get him back in his element on CTAWP, we get what we want to see. He mollied that window smoke as well, so it didn't bloom correctly. Shox. And this game is tightening up. It's no longer a dominant win for Vitality where they can get away with everything they want to and more. Collar fighting for it tooth and nail. They know what's on the line. And Masuta lines up Blame. 4-on-4 now. He resets.
He is relying on his Palace player, keeping him alive so that he can scope up on ramp. He's dead to ZywOo. Poison will deal with the con wrap, and now they have to try and flush out not only this AWP, but the player under bulk. JKS waiting here, dead, spammed by Apex. They now need to try and find Poison, and he just won't give up this bomb site without a fight. Oh, the flicks are fast, but none of them landing. NATO from CT had a chance, but it's so ugly. And so Poison, he's done it all so far. He's got to do it all over again now. 1v2, and ZywOo shuts him out.
Do I have a gun?
No, no.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, probably none then.
Apex, they're coming your way, buddy, and it's the lineup. Oh, that's such a horrible start. Apex has made them tumble, and ZywOo has secured another opener. Poison, he had 4 people here over in this A bomb site. Now he's the only survivor, and they're not even coming to a... Poor NATO as well. Guy finally leaves B. He goes, I'm just not even getting to fight anyone. I occasionally get to shoot Shox in the back when he runs away, and that's the extent of it. So I'll come A with you this round, Blame. We'll Palace put... Oh, double lined up, mowed down by Apex. The round is done, by the way. Poison is saving. Yeah,
last time Blame was in Palace, he got that dink onto Masuta and just died to the one-bullet AK. Oh, it's not getting any better. Shox clears under again from both sides. Poison gets one on the exit, making sure he doesn't miss that. But the double scope, oh, it eludes him. Shox is hunting them down where they live. Vitality might pass by it on this B split.
Yeah, the worst thing is Blame can hear all of this, so it's like they know of the impending doom that's about to approach this B side. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place again. All 4 of them wrapping around the guy. And Apex trying to clear up these mid players does offer an AK up, but that just might, you know, further entice you to look to save here.
But not only do they have the cojones to come back and give us a really good fight on that second map, breaking a win streak of Vitality, as we said earlier, but then they just get shredded on their go-to map, man. Mirage has been a staple for Complexity, and while Vitality, they brought the nail gun today.
A wonderful crew around him. It was really S-Tag and NATO that we were looking to. Now, Poison is still keeping it up. He's still keeping that same face showing, but we just need those supporting characters, those supporting acts around this AWP.
They're in window.
They are in window. They are trying to flush out this AWPer, and they know where this guy is. Shox, it's just a tag, and Shox is going to spam him out. And they don't know about JKS at ramp. They never uncovered ramp, but at the same time, they never cleared it either. And JKS loves ramp pushes. They flash him off. Apex going to find him.
Kyojin need to get back on double digits. Locks in NATO, and now S-Tag. 5 kills to his name, and looking for a 4th round that feels like it's destined to elude you. Vitality double-faced, even with a nice flick. It's 12-3 on 2 maps out of 3. Can they close, though? That's the question. Should be easy, not always in reality. Complexity with elimination on the line, have a lot to show, a lot to prove. Poison flashing them through. Jungle, S-Tag with the opener, jumping into the site. Shots, too many targets, not enough time. And Apex not... Oh my goodness, 2-3 attacks! Apex holds strong, he's got 4 in the round.
Might never see the light of day if Complexity do just commit to this catwalk up and move in towards the B split, which is what it looks like they're poised for. You got to get past Shoxy first, though. You got to get past Shox. And they try to chase him down. They do get him out of the ladder room. Now Masuta's here attempting to fill the void, the Shox hole, as some might call it. S-Tag plugs that hole, and now the B-bomb site is opened up.
All right. Kyojin, what have you got for us then?
One
Apex
behind him, one in front.
Quick 1v1 available. They haven't got the bomb yet. He knows. S-Tag is close, but he's only baiting for Blame in the backline with that spam. Nice Ds for S-Tag as well. Already having a bit of a resurgence to this T side. Will it mean much, though? Blame opens up and doubles down to ZywOo and Apex.
Oh, they heard the molly hit, Masuta over on short, so they know that he was just peeking, just creeping up. And, well, the only guy left is a B. They've seen him, they've got him trapped. Poison's gonna deal with him.
It's running amok in middle. We haven't had many mid fights in this map. Oh, you can't see, it's over triple. Oh, the connector hides ZywOo's head from Blame. They're gonna smoke it off, they don't know where they're dying from. But Cole still should be able to run into B for free, even though Vitality are running that rotate to try and pad the site. It's already too late.
Oh, yeah, this is par for the course. This is fine. He gets 2 dinks off, but not a single kill. If Vitality want to stop that worry from ever happening, they win it right now. They win it right here.
He doesn't even leave Con. They seem aware. He could have run away, but instead he hangs out and takes down Poison with him. ZywOo, the heavy hitter, removed on Complexity's side. Blame hears the escape, and he tries to take space by walking the smoke. No one's looking. Sees the default player, and they see him, but too late. Blame dinked, turns back to CT, and that's when Kyojin keeps A under control. Shox is boosted on B's alone. If ZywOo can sell anything, bait them in, draw them away, that would be lovely, but Shox only good for one. ZywOo is crept out, and they have no idea the bomb plant could be denied right here, right now, and there it is. JKS falls, NATO trades, and it's a 1v1 against Kyojin.
Yeah, quiet game for NATO, but this T-side, this is his chance to right those wrongs. Kyojin creeping up, out into the open, and NATO is going to close it.
Mid info denied, double smoke, triple smoke set up in middle for Complexity. They throw top mid, cat, and window, really trying to keep Vitality out of middle. So they go, fine, you want mid? Have it, we'll stack A. It's only pistols after all. But Collar walking into the Lion's Den. Luckily they got the tranquilizer darts at the ready. No hurry here either. The kills are all being delivered to NATO. Oh. And even when the D comes through, the trade is instantaneous, leaving ZywOo to get backstabbed. If it wasn't Blame to grab him from chair instead. 8-13.
And so it's a slow mid take out of Complexity.
Oh,
ooh,
no.
The timing on the nade pull for S-Tag is brutal.
Apex waiting for a window boost, and he might get delivered exactly what he wants. There's the bomb on its own on ramp. That could decide the round. Cole, it doesn't matter where your kills come through. They have to come through right here, right now. ZywOo back to CT. Longer he lives, the more room Kyojin has on this bomb, the more time ticking away from the favor of Cole, and Blame's been cut down by the rotation. Now Vitality flooding the bomb site. They know that they've locked this one in, and Shox is here to confirm it. Only NATO Savic's left. And even if he gets this kill, there's no recovering the round. There's no moving away from the reality of that bomb getting dropped on ramp. Can't hunt the orb either. There's just no saving face, no saving grace, and ZywOo closes the 14th. Vitality had so much more space than Cole were ready for on the ramp retake. They've already got to forget about it, put it to the back of your mind and try and keep this game raring on.
They pick up the pace. They want to go faster, right? As you say, the slow pace last time felt like it come back to hurt them. And so this time, they accelerate into B. Now, they've still got to get past Apex. They don't know about him. He's going to catch the AWP with a knife out at short. But JKS will recover. This might just be a save out of Vitality. It wouldn't surprise me if it were. The money is still in a very weird spot to try and stop that.
And good trade work as well. If Apex gets a kill there, if he even takes down Poison or drops one of the site players, then you consider that retake. Gonna get there before Blame has any idea. Oh, that might be something, right? He sees Apex running window and he's wondering, what does that mean? Is there more control towards Catwalk, or won't worry Complexity, who are just going through the motions on this A site, forcing another save within seconds?
It does sometimes get me a little bit worried, right?
So can they, up in Catwalk, moving out through the ladder room. They spot Blame going through the smoke. Uh-oh, the info's there. Vitality now know what's up.
Yeah, still the opener is found by Blame F, and with not a trade in sight, it's all coming out of this next bit of contact. There's Masuta with one, but with two more knocked out immediately after, and a double AWP and a 2-on-4 retake.
Well, you also know it's double AWP, right? So you don't really want to be... It's a lot harder to hunt these AWPs, especially on Mirage. Like, there's so many awful angles to try and clear. Right now, that's not the case. Collar grouping B for the full execute as Blame comes up through mid.
Vitality have just lent ZywOo back towards this A bomb site, leaving 3 players far removed from this play. Masuta is effectively alone. Now, Shox can come back and help him somewhat, but he's on this weird position because he knows Blame F is let loose in middle. Shox misses timings. Kyojin's found on the rotation. This is another round where you just want to save, but Apex is already throwing himself to the wolves. They are crumbling on this CT side.
Yeah, look at the spread, man. Look at the mini-map. There is nowhere to go. There is nowhere to hide. Shox is a dead man. He just doesn't know it yet. Oh, it doesn't clear the corner, and Nato removes that AWP.
So someone's got to make a difference, and that man could be ZywOo, wanting to take fights, wanting to have a chance to fight on his own terms. Down here in lower, S-Tag mops up Apex and returns us back into a 4-on-4 right away.
Oh no, Shox moving. He's activating. Turned backwards was his teammate. S-Tag needs no support.
Yeah, with that smoke going down at ramp, there's going to be about 20 seconds left by the time it fades, but the bomb's actually going back to B. That's because Blame has gotten all this ground. Now he needs to clear out Masuta. If you lose this fight, the bomb was coming to B. Now you've got 25 seconds. You've got to make a play happen, mainly in towards A. So JKS needs this kill, and he can't get it. They're out in mid without a paddle, all alone. Nato Sapix, and the fate of this Complexity comeback now on his shoulders. 15 seconds. Time is not his friend. And he knows it better than anyone. Trying to make something happen, trying to make anything happen, but they don't give him the kill.
Has to stick.
He's got enough time for the plant. ZywOo! No, it does slip away. It's Vitality's round. He misses it by about a millisecond.
Is the answer, is the solution for Vitality. It's kept them up on 15.
Right, I really thought he had it as well.
Yeah,
that
like
was so close. Is playing around this con smoke from the beginning of the round, and Poison is already down short, liking what he sees at B, but they lose JKS at ramp. Blame dies on his A lurk, and Complexity. All these rounds, the illusion of a comeback, and it might be nothing more unless someone can make a difference. Will they clear Shoxy? Are they ready for this man? Yeah. Yes, they are. It's a 3-on-3, and they've reopened a chance to keep this comeback going.
Yeah, but you're not saving this one. ZywOo's saving the day instead. Plucks S-Tag out of thin air, 2v3, locking it down using all the util you can, but you don't want to be caught without gun in hand. Boost up for Nato. Poison with the AWP. He has been the hero of this series for Complexity, and he's got to hold strong now more than ever.
Yeah, they're flooding out. Nao's dead. Poison's got to do it all, and Rap from the market. That kill seals the deal. Vitality, they pick it back up. They deny the comeback run to Complexity, and they stop them in their tracks, taking this series at 2-1 and moving on to face the Gambit boys in the quarterfinals.
Vitality make it to the quarterfinal. This is great. Job is done. If you're side of the team, that's it. You know, job done. Exactly. StarCraft reference over there. Now, my problem is you look past that point, you go a little bit more into detail, and then you see a Vitality who starts a great series, punishes Vertigo, then proceeds to get smacked on their own map pick, and then gives away a 14-5 lead on Mirage to only close it at the very end. And I don't know how much hopes and confidence it gives me looking ahead. We're thinking about Gambit winning on the other side. A win is a win, but man, was it complicated.
Yeah, that whole Gambit thing, that's something else.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, you can try to be a bit optimistic every now
No,
and
you
then,
know what?
man.
I'm not known for that. I'm not known
You're
for
always
that.
such in a bad mood.
I am.
You need to lighten up a little bit. Maybe they were just overconfident after beating Complexity on Vertigo, right? Thinking, okay, Overpass, it's our best map.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
at the moment, you know, it's going to happen by itself. And then, wow, it doesn't really go the way you expect. It was a wake-up call, and then it's just back to business as usual on Mirage. I think you look at the scoreline, you're thinking, wow, it was actually close. It wasn't really that close. It was a massive lead for Vitality after that first half, 1 second pistol as well. And, you know, I think it was just a matter of time before they really closed it out.
Well, I heard what he said, and well, even you're not confident about the next matches for us. We just play like garbage today, except that Vertigo and maybe that T-side on Mirage. I don't know what happened, but we felt much better from after the player break. But yeah, today was a disaster. Mainly our T-side on Overpass. That didn't happen for quite some times because we had a strong showing all the time on Overpass, like 6 or 7 times. But it's life. Sometimes you learn from what you did. Our Vertigo was good. Our Mirage T-side was good. DC T-side was tough. But yeah, overall, the most important is the win today. We didn't show up as we expected, but it's life. So we just need to learn from that.
Okay, so you're saying, you know, you're playing against Complexity, they have a stand-in, more individualistic probably. Well, your next opponent is Gambit. There's probably very little individualistic about them. So let's say what do you feel like if you show up on a good day, right? If you're feeling as good as you guys did during the group stage, do you think you can maybe take them down?
Yes, I'm not scared about them at all. They're playing good CS, but I mean, I'm not scared at all. I'm not scared at all. They're good. But yeah, it's fine. It's all good for us. If we play good CS, I swear we're gonna win. I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, I guess we could leave it at that. You guys got anything else for the guy?
That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Let's see how it goes. Maybe 16-5, 16-5 for them.
Yeah,
but if we're good,
I just don't know why did you...
Consist of 4s and ints and a little bit of liquid Fnatic action. So that should all be coming around your way around the same exact time as today, actually. So if you set that alarm clock for yesterday or yesterday for today, you should set it for tomorrow as well. Don't say anything, Yanko. I'm over you. It's done. We're done here as well. So good night.
Say it isn't so true.
Goodbye to everyone. Sing us a song, Yanko. Sing us out.
I can't say.
Yeah.